See, I was wondering if I could do a series of videos called Dog Walk Ruminations, but unfortunately I've not got my dog with me because I've just had to drop her off at the vet's. Don't worry, hopefully it's fine. She's just having an ultrasound. I think she's just got a UTI. But anyway, so this is non-dog walk ruminations, but hopefully it's some ruminations. I've just walked along the harbour here. I've just got to stop a second so as I cross the road. So anyway, the non-dog walk ruminations. Well, so hopefully Micah, who's my Labrador, will be okay. It's not the little Yorkie that you may have seen before. It's Micah. But yeah, I've been trying to record some videos all this week. I've actually deleted 2 of them. But I want to do something on some short stories because I think short stories don't always get enough love. So I've got to keep looking where I'm going because I've got to fall in a lake. You get the ones from classic people like Poe and H.P. Lovecraft and even Harlan Ellison, who basically made his career writing short stories. So I'm just going to do... I recently read God is an Iron by Spider Robinson. Spider Robinson's a Canadian writer. He's one of these writers that I've heard about and know about, but I've not really read much of his stuff. But the reason I found about it was I've got some old issues of Omni magazine, and in one of the issues I got, it was somebody complaining about the fact they'd published this story the month before, and basically the editors of Omni just sort of said, well, you can't judge for taste. Well, they said it in Latin, but, you know, whatever. So yeah, so they said that, and so I went and searched for it and found the story, and it's really, really good. It's quite bleak at points. The title, God is an Iron, goes on the theory that if somebody who engages in gluttony is a glutton, then God is an iron, because if you believe he is into irony. So a nice little play on words. But it's quite interesting because he found some of the same thing as like a felon. If somebody who commits a felony is a felon. But it's quite interesting. He found these 2, anybody who's into English language knows that it doesn't really work for it, because like somebody who's into hair isn't a hairy, or somebody who's into a cat isn't catty, or cat-like things. Anyway, but you get what I mean. So it doesn't really work. But he's found a couple of the ones that really, really seem to work well. But yeah, the story is, it starts off, so I'm just trying to get away so I'm not squinting all the time. It starts off with this guy going into this apartment, and he finds this girl there who's what is known as a wirehead. And I think a wirehead comes from, I think the first time I heard of it is Larry Niven's, Larry Niven's one. If you ever see the horrible pictures of rats with wires in their head when they experiment on them, that makes me lose total faith in humanity that they do something like that, but that's another discussion. The idea is that people do the same things, but so this guy goes into this apartment and somebody's got something in the back of their head, and they're basically a wirehead, and they're emaciated and just totally in this world. So he basically takes care of this person. We don't know where he's come from or anything. And then the rest of the story is all about discussions of her history. There's mentions of sexual abuse, if that sort of thing triggers you, so I just want to mention that. And it is quite grim. And then you go to the end of it, and weirdly the end of it gives me sort of hope, gives you a nice little bit of hope. So it's a really, really interesting. It's very, very bleak. The whole of the situation takes place in this apartment with this guy and this girl. The girl's unconscious for quite a few days. It's not really a spoiler. So it's a really, really interesting story. This story ended up being the second chapter in his novel. I think it's called Mindswap. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll put a little title below there. Which originally, when I was reading the story, because I knew this, I was thinking, I wouldn't want to read it because it's just too bloody bleak, this story. But when I got to the end of the story, I'm now quite intrigued and thinking, yes, I would quite like to read the novel. So I'm going to keep my eye out for that, and probably some more Spider Robinson stuff. But yes, if this video goes up and it looks okay, I'm probably going to do some more random walking videos, and I'm definitely going to do some more on some short stories. Okay, I will speak to you all very soon, and this is Duncan signing off from glorious day, and hoping my little doglet's going to be okay. Speak to you soon.